Isn't that time? We saw you when we talked about you being a meteorologist. We need a meteorologist tonight. Looks like it's rough outside.
I'll tell you, there's a lot going on, and there's going to be a lot going on even after the severe weather is through. Got some big changes coming. Let's take a look tonight. Recap for you. First of all, these three counties, Marion, Stewart, and Webster, will be under a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30. And a watch, not a warning, this is just a tornado watch, covers all this area in blue until 11 o'clock Eastern, and this one in Alabama until 8 o'clock in red. This one will probably be canceled before 8 o'clock, but as of right now, it does remain in effect. And if that were not enough, we've got this flash flood watch in effect for tonight. Not for Alabama anymore. They did not reissue it for that state. However, virtually all of southern and central Georgia is now under this flash flood watch. And one of the reasons why is we've had a lot of rain. Our weather watchers reporting some pretty high amounts, anywhere from 1.78 at Lynette all the way up to 3.56 inches in the Eufaula area. Also, Grady Youngblood in Buena Vista says they got 3.3 inches there. So there's been a lot of soaking rain out there. Let's go to live radar. Show you the thunderstorms. We have some of that around the Columbus area right now. In fact, it has been raining. This so far has not been severe at the present time. The only severe weather has been this little batch down here crossing the Chattahoochee, now getting into Stewart County, and all of this is moving to the northeast at 40 miles per hour. Some large hail has been reported with that. And remember, since we are under a watch, it does pay to kind of keep abreast of what's going on in the weather, because sometimes in this situation especially, a tornado can pop out of the clouds in one of these storms with very little advance warning. So do be ready for that, and remember to keep a watch on things. Going to the satellite now, this is very interesting. Amazingly well-defined storm system out here over the Central Plains. This is causing our severe weather. Watch the flow out ahead of it and watch these thunderstorms pop up. They produced a tornado this afternoon just to the west of Mobile, Alabama. Very little damage done. It was just a small tornado. But this storm system is producing blizzard conditions. Well, not quite blizzard conditions, but certainly a large amount of snow up toward the St. Louis area. It snowed at Oklahoma City today to the tune of about 5 to 6 inches worth there. In our area, we've got a warm front to our south, and this, with the cold front barreling in rapidly behind, has been the trigger for the severe weather in our own area. There's a real clash in air masses setting up with this storm system, and that's what we have found along with it. That severe weather usually does result. I know it's early in the year for it, but sometimes it does happen, even in January. Tomorrow, we're going to find that storm around Montreal with snow showers extending way down into the Appalachians. Could even be as far south as North Carolina. And we're going to see some good, solid, winter-like cold air come crashing in with another cold front, another reinforcement for that coming in later in the week. It all adds up to some big changes for us. Currently, we are at a temperature of 62 degrees in Columbus with a thunderstorm in progress. Humidity 100%, southeast winds at 12. Barometer falling rapidly at 29.61 inches. The high today was 64 and our lowest was 53. And the rainfall, the latest total I had about an hour ago, 3.24 inches. So that puts us way ahead for the month of January. Here's your forecast. Rain and thunderstorms, some possibly severe with that tornado watch in effect for most of us. Ending late tonight. Low will be around 50, and the winds, once the front comes through, will pick up northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. They will be whistling through the pine trees by tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow, variable clouds, windy and colder. No high, really. Falling from 50 degrees down into the 40s. You'll need your winter coat, maybe. Winds northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour. And then looking ahead into Wednesday, things really start to get chilly by then, although we'll see the sun coming back. Look at some of those numbers for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Real winter returns. This could wind up being not only the storm of the year, but some of the coldest air following it.
We're going to need our winter coats tomorrow, huh?
Could be, could be.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meteorologist Kurt Schmitz has earned the AMS television seal of approval.
It's going to be cold in the morning, but it is not going to snow, right?
Wake up weather.
Yeah, it's plenty cold out there, but the skies are clear, which of course precludes any snow, but that's one of the reasons why it is going to get cold, because of those clear skies out there. Last night was not as cold as tonight's going to be, but these temperatures were plenty cold enough, as reported by our weather watchers. Everybody down into the sub-freezing range, and most everybody in the 20s, and temperatures last night were as low as 19 degrees at the Auburn-Opelika Airport. So those were pretty frigid, and we had some wind to go along with that as well. Now, temperatures this afternoon, despite the sunshine, we're not able to make it up very high. Much of our area did at least touch the 40 degree 40-degree mark, and that was really it. A lot of other folks stayed in the 30s, especially up in North Alabama and North Georgia. And with the air very, very dry right now, that's going to really make it possible for temperatures to drop a long, long way tonight, so that actually tomorrow morning may wind up being colder than it was this morning. You add in the winds at the current hour, and it's not really that bad. Most of the wind chills are in the 20 to 30-degree range, but it was quite a different story at 9 o'clock this morning. Look at this. Columbus's wind chill at that time was 4, 6 at Auburn, 6 below in Atlanta, and up in Athens it was 7 below zero. So it was certainly a frosty morning, and although the air temperature is going to be quite a bit colder tomorrow morning, it doesn't look like there's going to be that much wind, so the wind chills should not be that low. High pressure is not overhead, but fairly close to us, so we're maintaining a little bit of a wind. Now, if those winds go down to calm tonight, that's when it could really drop, but I think we'll have at least a little bit of wind, so temperatures might not be as cold as they might otherwise be. And look what we've got up here in the northern plains. Another shot of Arctic air. That's going to be coming down on us along about Saturday. Not much precipitation going on. One interesting place, though, was down in deep South Texas, where it actually snowed today at Laredo, Texas, and they had sleet at Corpus Christi. Even farther south from Laredo, down here in the Rio Grande Valley, there were reports of enough snow on tops of cars to actually make snowballs out of it. No doubt that's the first time that some of the folks down there have ever seen that. So kind of unusual situation shaping up. This is one reason why there's a lot of moisture sitting over Mexico, and that is predicted to move east, which could leave things rather interesting for us by about Saturday morning. So here's what we've got going on. Another front dropping down, as we mentioned. It should be already into North Alabama by late in the day tomorrow. And then we have this area of precipitation, which is forecast to develop off to the east as a low develops down in the Gulf. Now, at the present time, forecasters are expecting this precipitation to stay very close to the Gulf. But in the event that this might make it up here as far north as Columbus by Saturday morning, there's a possibility that we could get some freezing rain or sleet out of this system. As of right now, it's not in my forecast, but we'll watch things tomorrow to see if that might develop any differently. As for tonight, we'll check how things are going to develop. I think we know that pretty well. Our current temperature, 37 degrees, humidity very low, 20%. Winds are out of the west at 9 miles an hour, which leaves our wind chill at 26. The barometer is 30.30 and falling. Today's high was only 39, and our low this morning was 25, and no rainfall today. The forecast for tonight then: clear, very cold, lows down around 17 degrees. The official Columbus low, though, may stop at about 21 or 22, we think. Then for tomorrow, looks like it'll be partly sunny and milder, with highs climbing up at least 10 degrees more, up to about 52 for a high. And then for Saturday, we'll call it just mostly cloudy for the present. Tomorrow that may change, though, and then some milder temperatures, at least seasonable, for the middle of next week.
Okay, well, just think some warm thoughts. Everyone loves a hero. Just ask 91-year-old Louise Horn and her dog, Shatsy. A week ago, both were trapped in Horn's